In the previous section, we learned how to set a network interface in monitor mode and also how to change the MAC address of a network interface. So in this video, I will demonstrate how to sniff a network using Airodump-Ng. So for that, we can copy this command, and let me just try giving Airodump-Ng /0mon, and let's see what happens. Failed because there is no wireless card called /0mon. For this, we need to again set our network interface in monitoring mode. So for that, we can do sudo Airodump-Ng start first check kill to kill all the processes. And after killing the process, we can go to sudo Airodump-Ng start the network interface /0. Now we can confirm this using iw-config, and the /0mon interface is in monitor mode. Now we can do the same thing as before, sudo Airodump-Ng /0mon. So this will sniff all the network and network interface, nearby network, and it will give all this information. So we can see the BSSID, power beacons, data, authentication, and ESSID. So this is just the MAC address. So we can see here, yeah, secure F2A. I can see we can even sniff the particular secure F2A by giving the BSSID to Airodump-Ng. I'll show you that in just a second. And let's see, to quit, you can just press Q 2 times and sudo Airodump-Ng BSSID, and we can give the BSSID of secure _F2A. And we can give channel of 11 because this works in the channel 11, and we can give, so yeah, write, we can give -w to write to any of the file name. Let's give this as basic capture and hit enter. So it will target this BSSID and it will target this station, and it will capture all the data passing from this station to the router. The data is increasing really slow now. And you can see all this data keep on increasing really gradually. So if we want some data to be produced, we can just go to this station and we can run any of the application which uses the internet. So that will produce the data more rapidly. Yeah, I guess we'll quit now. Now let's do an ls. So what was the name of that? We gave it as basic capture. Yes, exactly. We gave this as basic capture. Let's do cat basic capture. Let's see what is in that file. So it is a bunch of gibberish. We will go to our Wireshark. So it's a basic capture file. We'll go to our Wireshark and we will open this file. So it was basic capture, yes, .cap file, and we'll try to analyze it. So here you can see it is a TP-Link source and destination is Intel TP-Link Technologies. You can see this MAC address as well, and we can see the frame, we can see the IPv4 address, you can see the transmitter address per MAC, source MAC and the destination MAC. Right, we can see this. So this is all how to capture the file. And now because I don't have a WEP connection, so what I will do is I'll just go through how to crack WEP. In the further videos I will demonstrate how to crack WPA or WPA2 handshake and crack the WPA2 password. So now let's see. Yeah, we the prerequisites for WEP cracking is, first let's see how this WEP work. So there is this initialization vector which is of 24-bit and shared key which is a pre-shared, which we call like a pre-shared key in WPA2. It's the same way there's a shared key which is the password of this router and the initialization vector. Both of this combine to form the encryption key, and it encrypts the plain text, whatever the plain text data which is being flowing in the network, and then it will be converted to a ciphertext and it will be output and it will be sent to the router, and at the router side it will be decrypted using the same initialization vector and the shared key. So we'll send the initialization vector, it will already have the shared key and it will decrypt it. So this is how a wired equivalent privacy works. Now going to that WEP cracking, this is basically doing Airodump-Ng on just the way I showed, using this BSSID, using the channel and using the write file to the capture file and in the interface WLAN0mon, and cracking using Airodump-Ng and the capture file. And in that, if the data doesn't increase, we can do a fake authentication and an ARP replay. In the ARP replay, we will do Airodump-Ng -1 for fake authentication, 0 for the delay, and target MAC address with -A and our MAC address with -H. If you can't get, if you don't know how to get your MAC address, you can do fconfig, and the first 12 digits, these will be our MAC address. So how you need to give it as, like, we'll give, instead of the hyphen, we'll give the colon. So this will be our MAC address and WLAN0mon interface. The same way we have to give for ARP replay as -3 -B for target MAC address, -H for your MAC address, and WLAN0mon. And then the Airodump-Ng will be running in the background and the data will increase and we can get the capture file, and Airodump-Ng will crack basically the key. And the same way we can do a chop attack using -4 as the option. and dash B for target MAC address, dash H for your MAC address, WN0mon. And here we are injecting the packet using packet forge ng. We are forging the packet and we are injecting the packet. So sudo packet forge ng dash 0 for injecting the packet, dash A for target MAC address, dash H for your MAC address, dash K for target for source IP, dash L for destination IP, and dash Y to get dash Y, which is the XOR file which we get from this chop attack, and dash W to write the output to the capture file. So like this we can create a forged packet, and dash 2 we can inject the crafted packet into our network using Airodump-Ng, and dash 2 for replay, and dash R is the captured file, and dash B is the target MAC address, and WLAN0 on interface. Next we can do Airodump-Ng capture.cap for the capture file. Similar way we can do fragmentation attack. The only difference is here we are using dash 5 for the fragmentation attack. The same dash B target and target MAC address and your MAC address, it's the same command. Only thing is for chop we did dash 4, and for fragmentation we will do dash 5, and packet forge ng is the same command, but instead of the XOR file which we get from chop attack, we'll get the XOR file from fragmentation attack. And inject craft packets is the same way we did as before, using Airodump-Ng dash 2 for replay attack, dash R to get the captured file injected into the target MAC address, and WLAN0mon. And same way we'll do Airodump-Ng capture file. We'll crack the pre-shared key. So these are the tools which are used to do basic WAP cracking, and the same way how we did for fake authentication and ARP replay for chop attack and fragmentation attack. So the WPA attack, we'll see it in the next video, but this general cracking workflow will be as follows, where the handshake will be captured, and then there will be an deauthentication attack, and then we'll capture after the deauthentication attack, and then we'll try to crack using Airodump-Ng or Hashcat or John the Ripper. Thank you. Before we go, we can just get this where we are getting a 4-way handshake between the station and the access point, and there is an EAP exchange. So this was all about how to crack WEP, and in further videos I will show how I'll demonstrate how to crack WPA2. So thank you.